Presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. From the 29, Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On first down, Ross. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he caught it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Rolling to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth? Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Again, Wilson. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep for Adams.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little...
There he goes, right side. 20. Uh-oh, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jim Ross, 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, what a move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third down, Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run on first down. It's Ross, and he's got room. The 20. Oh, touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
On first down, Ross. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Buying time to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Wilson on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your prep.
The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. Open man right side is Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 181 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Wilson now off the bootleg. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Ross. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Now they try the right side here. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson out to his left. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short throw to Ingram, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Here he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick-6. Catch made by Slayton. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Dancing, and he's going to go down again. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Wilson. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Is he close? Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.